If you have a partner that is not able to tell you when your mouth stinks or when you smell funny, that is a red flag. Run. I just finished eating egg roll and I was talking to a guy, and the guy was like, you have things on your teeth. Oh my god, it's like the flush is just open. Let it just swallow me up. Hi guys, welcome to Funky Female Friday, otherwise called Triple F, where we talk about women's sexual, physical, and mental health. I am your anchor, Dr. OBeLs. Do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification as we talk about our health. Growing up in a Nigerian home, if there was one thing I was always tired of, was my mom coming to the room and telling me, clean your room. Have you had a bath at night? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you done this? Have you done that? But as an older person right now, and I see a lot of girls saying that I never had this kind of discussion with my mom, I am very thankful. Unfortunately, there are a lot of mothers that are not comfortable talking to their kids about this kind of things. I know that most of the time, all they're thinking about is, oh, let us make money so that we can send these kids to the best of schools, but we forget what is paramount, which is raising a girl that is not just confident, but very healthy. We have a lot of young girls that are very naive about what to do, from their vagina down to their breasts, their armpits. In fact, there are lots of girls that cannot even call the word vagina, and that's just preposterous. As a mother, you should get comfortable in talking to your girl about her sexual and her reproductive health. Because one thing that's going to happen is, if you don't talk to them about these things, the next thing is they're going to ask their friends, they're going to go on Google, and whatever information that they get is what they are going to use. You'll be shocked how many young girls are having sex right now. Don't be shocked that even your child is actually having sex. We know that most of you will say it is not my portion, but it's not a portion thing, because if you remember very well, when you were their age, you know the kind of things you did that your mama never knew. Is that a fate you want your girl to also be in? Come on. Call your girl, sit her down, and talk to her about her health. Because the truth is, when a girl knows about her body, when she knows what to do and what not to do, when she knows what to expect and what not to expect, when she starts seeing changes, she's confident. She knows that, okay, this is normal, okay, this is abnormal, and since it's abnormal, I will know how to take care of it. When you take care of yourself, when you take care of your body, it just has a way of boosting your confidence. You know what to do to your hair, you know what to do to your face, you know what to do to your breasts, your bra, your panties, like just every part of your body. You're comfortable in your skin. You can sit down, look at yourself, and just admire yourself in the mirror, which I think everybody should do every day. You know, look at yourself in the mirror, admire yourself. Because the truth is, you can't be for everybody. Not everybody is going to appreciate you. Don't allow people body shame you for whatsoever reason. But if you have a problem, like if you have a smelly vagina, or you have a mouth odor, or you have a body odor from time to time, then you should fix that. Because it's not just for other people, it's also for you. You should be able to sit down in a room and not be disgusted by the smell. For some people, it may get to that point where they have perceived their odor so much that they get so used to it and it doesn't even start smelling offensive. But if you have good people around you, like trusted family members and friends, or even your partner, they should be able to tell you, have you brushed your mouth this morning? I think I perceived something. You smell very funny. Have you washed down there? Have you had a bath today? If you have a partner that is not able to tell you when your mouth stinks or when you smell funny, that is a red flag. Run. Most times when a girl don't smell nice, has a body odor, people just feel like she's dirty. Well, Not really. There are so many things that can make you smell funny, from your vagina to your period to your undies, down to your bra, your armpits, your mouth, and even your hair. So it is very important for us to know the different things that we can actually do to make sure that we are always smelling good. So let's talk about the 10 healthy tips that every woman is expected to know and practice that will boost your confidence and always keep you healthy and fresh. Some people like to shave, some people like to keep it all. I talked about this in my previous video, which I will put the link below in the description box and also up here. Make sure that it is free from dirt. Make sure that you wash it often. Make sure that it is always kept dry, because just like our normal hair, it can entrap heat and moisture and starts bringing out a very funky smell. All of us produce vaginal fluid every day, and sometimes, depending on how we take care of that area, we can come down with bacterial vaginosis, whether we are having sex or not. Or some people that are having sex can come down with sexually transmitted disease that can make that place smell really bad. I already made 2 videos, one of which is why your vagina stinks, and the other one is the vaginal discharge you should worry about, because there are just some very habitual practices that you can have or have been doing that is making that place smell really bad. But you should know that your vagina will never smell like flowers or a box of perfume. Just get that out of your head. We all have that favorite black bra that we can just throw on anytime, and that black panties that most of us we want to use when we're seeing our period. Because they are black, most of the time we forget that they are dirty. We don't even see them when they are dirty, and some of us don't have the habit of just smelling stuff. Please, I beg you, get your black bra, get your black panties and wash them. For your black panties, I don't expect you to wear panties more than once because of the vaginal discharge we talked about. So anytime you wear your panties, your black panties especially, as you're taking a bath, as you're removing it, just try to wash it immediately, because some of us can just forget because it's black and it will show that it's dirty. As for your black bra, please, I beg you, try to wash it every week. When you're on your period, make sure that you change your pads often, because period has a bad metallic smell that if you don't do this and it accumulates, you can get into a room and people can start closing their nose, and that is just very embarrassing. So make sure that you change your pads often, and if you're not able to afford a pad, or you just have one pad, or you're in a situation where you have just 2 pads for the whole day, you can also stack up tissue paper on the pad when using it. Then every maybe 4 hours or 6 hours, you remove the tissue paper and replace it with another. Some people even get to forget their tampons in their vagina for weeks. It is very unfortunate, but it happens. And nobody is perfect, nobody is above mistake. But the thing is, if you can always put a timer or an alarm to remind you to change your tampon or your pad every 6 hours, it will go a long way. Another thing you can do is regular washing of your vulvar region, because when you see your period, the blood just comes out, and if you can wash regularly, maybe every 3 hours, you realize that your pad does not get to accumulate so much blood. There are so many people that may forget that their towel needs to be washed, and maybe because it doesn't look dirty, or we usually don't just clean our bodies and just throw it in the dirty clothes bag. But always set a timer to wash your towel at least once every week, because whenever we clean our body, see, even if you scrub all your body with iron sponge, it still has bacteria on it. It still has some dead skin cells on it. So whenever we finish taking our bath and we clean our bodies, the towel accumulates all these things, and over time, especially if you don't spread it out every day after usage, it gets damp and it starts to smell really bad. And you may not know, you use it again and just clean your body, and that smell, you're just transferring it to your body, and you go out and people start looking at you funny, and you don't know that all the problem was just on your towel that you never took care of properly. So try to wash your towel every week and always spread it out every day after usage. About 3 months ago or 4 months ago, I don't know, there was something that was always smelling funny in my room whenever I get into my room. I didn't know what it was. It was definitely not dirty clothes, because I always put my dirty clothes in the washing machine. One day, I just decided to take out my mattress. I took out the rug in my room. I opened up the windows. I washed my toilet, and I just got camphor and got air freshener and just put camphor all over the place. And from the next day, everything was just blissful. So from time to time, try to do thorough cleaning in your room. Take out your mattress, take out your rug, and try not to leave dirty plates in your room. There are some people, once they finish eating in their room, they just shove the plate to a particular corner, and sometimes it stays there overnight. That can also cause your room to have a very bad smell. And when you have a bad smell in your room, it has a way of rubbing off on you without you knowing it. If you're in a relationship and you offer oral sex to your partner, you should always try to protect yourself, because it is possible that you come down with an STD. I talked about it in the previous episode, the queer relationship between blowjobs and STDs. You can find the link up here and in the description box. Please watch it. You can use a dental dam to give your partner oral sex, especially if you're not sure if your partner is safe. Because when you have an STD, you can come down with a bad vaginal smell, or you can also get infected in your mouth and come down with a terrible mouth odor. So always make sure that you are protected when offering your partner oral sex. Use a dental dam and try to make sure you and your partner, you go for regular screening. Some of us have this kind of set of teeth that it's easy for food particles to just get stuck in it. So it is very important that you brush your teeth at least twice every day. Man, this part is really hard because I struggle with this all the time. There's sometimes I just finish eating. God, it can be so embarrassing. I just finished eating egg roll and I was talking to a guy, and the guy was like, you have things on your teeth. Oh my God, it's like the flush is just open. Let it just swallow me up. And I started explaining myself. I just ate egg roll, and that is why. So as much as possible, if you can always go around with a hand mirror, if you have this kind of teeth issue, it's not really a teeth issue, but if you have the kind of teeth where food always gets stuck in your teeth, please go around with a mirror so that whenever you finish eating, you can just check it out. Or you can even use your phone, if your phone has a very good camera, and just check out your teeth. Make sure you take care of your teeth, because another thing is residual food particles in your mouth can cause you to have a bad mouth odor. So try to always make sure your mouth is clean. And if you can, whenever you finish eating, try to gargle with water and just swallow. It also helps to remove residual food particles in your mouth. There's also another hack you can try out that may make your mouth feel fresher and smell better. And that is when you finish brushing your mouth, don't rinse out the toothpaste completely from your mouth. Just spit it out. Don't use water to rinse it off. You still have that leftover toothpaste in your mouth that just kind of takes care of the odor smell and residual smell that may be present. It may feel very funny because it's your first time, but I tried it out and it really works. So maybe you can try that out. Now we're in the days of wearing wigs where some people have like 10 wigs and they just make their hair, they just weave it to the back and they just keep wearing wigs for a month, sometimes 2 months without washing their hair. Your hair needs air, your hair needs water, your hair needs to be clean. Some of you deal with dandruffs, and if you don't wash your hair frequently, if you don't make sure it's aerated often, if you don't moisturize it properly, it just accumulates. Some people even have lice on their hair. Yeah. So please, as much as possible, try to wash your hair as frequent as possible. Every week, every 2 weeks. Personally, I'm on dreads, and as much as I can, I try to wash my hair every 2 weeks with shampoo, even before I go to lock and twist it, maybe every month or every 2 months. So whether you're using wig or you're on dreads like me, or you always have your hair on braids. For people on braids, it may be difficult because some of you leave your hair for up to a month, but whenever you lose it, try to make sure that you wash it, because hair, when you apply cream and you apply all the other things that you apply to make it smell good, it can trap in dirt, and of course we have bacteria up there too, and so everything just comes together. And sometimes we also use nets whenever we want to sleep, and we just keep it humid, making it possible for this bacteria to grow, and it just really smells bad. So try to keep your hair clean, whatever style you want, whatever pattern you want to keep it. Just make sure that your hair is always clean and dry, because if you don't, it can also make you smell funny. Some of us are not regular with shaving our hair because it's like stressful. I fall in that category. Well, I shave maybe once every 2 weeks, sometimes once every month. Yeah, they always say, oh, it's not feminine for you to leave hair there, blah, 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 blah. The only reason why it's not advisable to leave hair, just like other parts of the body, when hair is there, we sweat. And most of you that exercise a lot, like myself, when you sweat, the hair there entraps it. And as it entraps it, it entraps dead cells, it entraps the bacteria there, and it gets humid. There are very good deodorants out there that you can use, and body spray that you can put on to make sure that you smell good. Because one thing that we should all understand is that the human, we have a natural smell. It is when it entraps dirt and entraps the bacteria and sweat, everything mixes up together, it starts smelling offensive. So no matter how much perfume you spray or how many times you scrub your body in a day, it is natural for you to have a particular smell, but it is not supposed to be offensive. So using deodorants right there and right there can help to cut down on the smell that may arise from there. So if you know you sweat a lot there, try to always shave and use deodorant. Do you even want to know the truth? Personally, I don't even do up to half of these things regularly. I do them. I try to do them as often as I can, but I don't do them regularly. And I still feel good and I still feel confident. So imagine when I start doing it every day. Damn, I'ma boost my confidence up 100. You know what I'm saying? So just share with me some extra tips that you have, and you can also share with me some things that you weren't practicing that you will start practicing, of course, and let us all just be fresh for ourselves first before we can start talking about somebody else. Okay? All right. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Come on, you learned something today. And turn on your notification, okay? And I will see you guys same time next week, Friday.